In the last episode of Cyclone Mine to Gridmaster, we played our first bangers, really nice gameplay, breaking turtle terrans with mines and all kinds of cool stuff. Today we are in striking distance of Masters. If we win every single game, we could be promoted to Master League today. MMR is 4105. Let's begin. Alright, game number one. Ooh, our first Master League opponent for the show, guys. Protoss. Alright, well, this is going to be a good test. Let's see if we can compete with our Cyclone build I had in mind. I'm actually going to do the build I did in the very first game of the Cyclone Mine to Gem series, which is the Cyclone 3cc opener. Because back then we did it against a low diamond player, and now we're going to play against a low masters player, which is a pretty big difference. And I want to see if it's going to work just as well. Now I have to admit, guys, I feel like in some of my last few videos I have not been playing as well. I've been feeling a little bit stressed out IRL, to be honest, and I feel like it's taking a toll on my gameplay. So I think I had like 2 episodes in there where my gameplay was not as good. And I do like to provide you guys with the best gameplay possible. So today, I hope I can shake that off and play to my maximum potential again. That would feel very, very good. Also, I'm not sure if I've mentioned it before. I'll definitely mention it again, especially in the Raven series. But after Raven Heli to Grandmaster ends, that is my other series if you're wondering. If you're new to the channel, I run 2 series at the same time typically. After Raven Heli to Grandmaster ends, I will be doing Mass Marine Medevac to Grandmaster, and that will probably be my first challenge on the NA server. I'm about to relocate to North America for about 3 months. That's also part of the reason why I'm a little bit stressed out right now. And I will be doing my first challenge on the NA server from there, so I think that's going to be pretty cool. And with that challenge, I think I'm also going to do some sub-challenges, such as winning the game with the most amount of Marines ever. Like, try to win a game with literally 170 Marines or something crazy like that. I think that's going to be very fun. For now, let's focus on the Cyclone Mine to Gridmaster series. If you do love these kind of challenges, make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Don't miss out on a single video. I've been posting some different content as well. Some tournament content, some 1v7 insane AI challenges and stuff. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of it. Now, it looks like we're actually getting cheesed here. I'm trying to look for a probe. Oh, there it is. I made a depot. Okay. Checking, I thought I forgot it. So on maps like this, if there's a proxy, you have to be really careful, because it could easily be him taking the gold base as well. He does have multiple pilots, a forge and a Stargate. Okay, that is interesting. It is pretty fast. I would say it's not ridiculously fast though, so it's kind of hard for me to tell if he actually does have the gold or not. I mean, my build here is going to be quite good against this. I'm going to go for a fast Cyclone, make some Widow Mines later. And I think because he's being weird, I'm just going to take the in-base base here. I'm not actually sure if this is the right decision, and I'll explain why. Stargate units will have a pretty easy time flying into this natural, even though it is more sheltered. Like, looking at it, it might have actually been better for me to take the other base instead, but I just don't want to be harassed by a Zealot and a Stalker with a Phoenix or something crazy like that, you know? Now, I'm gonna go for my mag field upgrade here. He still doesn't have a base. I just wonder what the forge is for. Is he... Okay, I mean, he's making a battery in his main. He is clearly scared of me attacking him. It's not possible for me to scout him at this point. Oh, I forgot to check what the unit was. Looks like an Oracle to me. So that's going to be pretty nice for the Cyclone. And yes, I gave this tip before, but if you guys didn't know, you can actually look in the Stargate and see what unit they're producing. So if you're ever not sure if you're going up against a Phoenix, you know, a Void Ray or an Oracle typically, you can just look in the Stargate as it's building. Usually you don't do this in the Fog of War, by the way. Usually you would... Oops, almost missed a second lock on there. Usually you would, you know, wait next to the building with a unit. Let me fix my camera hotkey. It was a little bit off there. Now, killing the first Oracle is huge. And now I'm going to go for my 3rd CC already. There we go. Can I still lift it off in time? No, it's going to be a little bit too late for those SCVs to return, but that's fine. It's probably going to cost me like 5 minerals in total or something. So actually no worry in the world. Now, because he made a battery, I don't want to go across yet. But I will, because Cyclones do have a lot of outplay potential and I want to use it. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fly my barracks across here. And then try to get vision of the high ground and destroy his buildings like that. Now, there's a few things from Protoss that you need to be really careful for when moving out with Cyclones. The one that you have to be careful for the most when they play Stargate is the Phoenixes, because a Phoenix lift is basically an interference matrix, if you think about it. Well, you can't attack, so if they have enough Phoenixes for your Cyclones, they can lift them all, and like just a few Stalkers will be able to kill them for free. So you need to make sure that you don't get outnumbered. Though I did kill... He made an Oracle first, and I did kill it. So I think that is going to be pretty nice. Let's see if he has a base here. I'm actually gonna recheck the gold in case, because I think with my 3cc opener, our economy is actually good enough that I don't necessarily need to break him anytime soon. My camera hotkeys are all messed up because I wasn't calculating taking the back base as my natural. Let's see. Ooh, check the gold base here. I want to get an armory so I can get drilling claws. Drilling claws is going to be so much fun to play around with. You know, normally I would hate to play against carriers. Like, you know, it's... If you guys have been watching more of my shows, I actually don't like playing against carriers that much. But with this challenge, it could be very fun, because I can actually just bait all of his units into my Widow Mines, which would actually be very epic, so... Let's see. What's happening to my light, by the way? What the hell? I'm like looking at myself on this monitor. I just noticed my light keeps changing. What the hell is that? I don't think I put a different setting on my light than usual, but it's still... I'm pretty sure it was blue a second ago, wasn't it? That was a little bit weird. Let's see. Yeah, you know, he does kind of look like he's playing carriers, guys. This could be... let's see. I mean, why else would he just be sitting here on these bases doing nothing? So he has 2 Stargates at least. That means I am gonna run away with my Hellions for now. Yeah, he probably has... Oh, wait, guys. This could actually be beautiful. How many Widow Mines should I put here? Ooh, this could be epic, guys. I think it's gonna be... No, well... Good enough, I think. Oh, there we go! He's letting me shoot as well. He's crazy. They're all dead. What is he thinking? Oh, no. Even after the first 2 Widow Mines fired, he was like, this is fine. Oh, no, that's an actual disaster for Mr. Protoss over here. He ran... This looks like he's in disbelief. That almost looks like he stopped playing, you know? The Phoenix just flies over my turret. He's like, oh, man. Yep. Well, guys, I've done it again. I did the same thing as the Ghost Challenge. I lost my barracks and now I can't make factories. Oh my god, guys! Sometimes I swear I am the stupidest. It's actually crazy the things I do sometimes. I wanted to go up to 5 factories. I was like, hell yeah, I'm 5ing, and then I freaking lost my barracks. So now I can't. But now he lost those Phoenixes. I actually think he's just hopeless. That was his entire army. I can even do a little bit of a mine push here. There we go. Oh, this is actually beautiful. I love this game. I know it was a very simple game, but since it's the start, I'm so happy that we already got like a small highlight there, killing all the Phoenixes. Oh, I don't know what he was thinking, guys. I want to see this from his POV. I really have no idea what he was thinking here. So he actually had a lot of Phoenixes. He was saving them up here. Yeah. This actually makes sense on this map, by the way, because this map is really close by air. So he was just roaming around. He was looking for my Cyclones. Now let's see from his POV. Wait, he even sees them burrow. What? Like, it's fine that he didn't see the ones that were below here that were already burrowed. But he saw those burrow. What is... That is... Oh my god, I can't believe that he just completely ignored it. Like, I know Phoenixes survive with him. Wait, okay, I forgot to look from his POV. I want, because it looked like he actually just stopped playing. Let's look from his POV. So he takes the Widow Mine hits. He's still lifting. Loses all the Phoenixes. He's actually just... Look at his vision. He's like... Darren, man. This is the kind of video that would make it to Is It Imma or Do I Suck, you know? Like 100%. Alright guys, beautiful game 1 in the books. Let's move on to game number 2. Alright, another Protoss player. Now, by the way, guys, I'm gonna leave the lights on this setting so it keeps changing. I guess you guys could just tell me if you actually like the vibe or if it was annoying or whatever, and then we know. And speaking about colors, I forgot to do it previously, but you guys massively voted for me to play with light pink in the first episode. So there were also a few people that were like, please don't play with pink, but you know, the big majority voted for me to play with light pink, so I'm going to be playing with light pink here. It's probably not going to be for every episode, probably like 1 or 2, and then we can do another color switch based on your votes in the comments. But for now, I'm going to play with light pink. I actually think I've never played with this color before. I've played with pink, but never with light pink. Actually, recently, when playing on stream, I believe, I found out something absolutely stupid. Did you guys know you can make you and your opponent the same color? And I've actually tried it, and you literally cannot tell if you're being attacked. Like, you can actually... I'm gonna do it for fun here, look. They have colors. You can actually make your opponent a light pink as well. So now... So now if he would drop... I'm gonna change it back, don't worry. Now if he would drop me or come with a probe on the minimap or something, he would be exactly the same color. And it looks absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, I'm not actually gonna play... Look at the minimap. There's a probe in my base right now, you see? It's actually insane that you can do that. You can make each other red, each other green. You can do whatever you want. We're literally the exact same color right now. That is just crazy. I'm gonna leave it on until I scout his base, so you guys can see what it looks like on the minimap. That must be funny. And then I'll change it back. That's just one of those random things you would never think of as possible, but you can actually just make each other the exact same color, which is really silly. But I guess if you want to do that, it looks like I'm playing a 1v2 episode, you know. Oh, you got trapped. Is my micro perfect? Well, I think it was. Okay. Now look at this. Look at the minimap. Isn't this just the dumbest thing ever? We are literally the same color. It's actually one of those really dumb finds that you can only find on accident and has absolutely no purpose except for being funny. Alright, Mr. C is down. Let's change it back to, what was it? Default. There we go. He's red again. And I'm actually going to be in time to make my Cyclone. Look at that perfect time/options management, guys. Perfectly in time to make the Cyclone. Well, maybe like half a second later or so. Alright, now I could fly my barracks. I'm definitely going to fly my barracks across again. Just this time I'm going to try to not lose it for absolutely no reason. That is the thing I'm going to do different from the last game. Now, one thing I'm not sure about yet is whether I should make the second factory or make Macfield first. Because Macfield is really good against buildings and stalkers, so I would be able to snipe things faster. But without Widow Mines, I do feel like I start getting into a little bit of a danger territory. Now, if I don't make the factory, I will actually have enough money to make a third CC as well, so that's a big thing. Let's see, I'm just gonna make Macfield. Maybe we're gonna fly my barracks across. Let's freaking go, guys. We're going ham right now. We're still in the experimental phase here. I'm a bit worried about... Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to continue my train of thought from last game. Because here I'm a little bit... I was just going to say I'm a little bit worried about what tech he has because I didn't scout it. But now I can continue from what I said last game. Last game I said Phoenixes are very dangerous for Cyclones, but also Blink is super dangerous because Cyclones are really flimsy. If a few Stalkers blink on your Cyclones, they're dead. And besides that, if you lock onto a target, they can just blink away and dodge it. So Protoss does have a lot of tools, and you can deal with them. But it is important that I know which one. And so far, I haven't made a Reaper yet. This build I'm doing, by the way, I know it's without a Reaper, which is suboptimal maybe. But I do really like the flow of it. Like, if you look at the resources I have and stuff, I think it actually feels very nice. Like, my third CC is pretty fast and all that. But yeah, ideally I do get something to put a little bit more pressure on. I always say, if you want to show skill difference, you have to attack in some way. You can't really show your skill difference too well by out-macroing someone. You can, for sure, but not too well. It is pretty easy to macro when no one's attacking you, as I always like to say. But let's see what he has. It could also be DTs. Oh, wait. Oh, no, my Macfield isn't done yet. 10 seconds. Oh, I could have killed 3 Stalkers here instantly with my Macfield. But Macfield wasn't done. Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay. Well, let's see if I can actually save my barracks now before I lose it again. If I lose it again, I'm not flying it across anymore. By the way, that's the end of all this if I lose that freaking barracks again. Now, I have to go back because I see a robo here, but it could still be Blink. If it is Blink, I will just lose my Cyclones and I'll be sad. So the main way to deal with Blink Stalkers with Cyclones is by using some kind of buffer like SCVs, because the damage output of the Cyclones is incredible. Like, actually insane. So I just need to make sure I have a buffer so I don't get one-tapped. And then I can kill a lot of stalkers myself. Oh, I actually made a... okay. Make an eBay instead. Didn't realize my armory was that fast. That's actually pretty decent timing. Now, this barracks doesn't really have a purpose for now. I'm kind of considering sending another one across. Okay. Get my armor upgrade, get drilling claws. And I guess I want to saturate my third. It's always feeling a little bit risky to do that, though. I think I'll just have to. At this point, I am kind of out macroing him. I think for the next game, I already know a slight adaptation to my build against Protoss. Is I want to make a second gas faster, so I actually get mag fuel very fast and I can harass instantly. I think that would be nice. A proxy would also be pretty good, you know, so you have vision instantly and get your cyclones out instantly. That'd be pretty dope. Now, I'm gonna make a turret here. There's actually another tip I can give you guys. If you want to know how to deal with Dark Templars, the best way, in like the late game as well, is to make a turret in front of your natural and just rally your production on it. So if they do the move where they send DTs into every base, you can actually just have like it automatically defended for your main and natural by doing it like that, which is a very simple way to do it and very useful, because what I always tell my students is you want to play, you know, make the game as easy as possible for yourself, and you don't want to play as if you need 500 APM to do everything, because that's just rough. Oh, watch this. I'm gonna do the move. We get in real close, and we scan forward. You see? That is 4 stalkers, I believe, dead. Can I do the move again? Yeah, we're gonna do the move again. There we go. The move really close into the scan. Oh my god, I killed all of his units, I think. That move is so good, actually. If you know how to execute it properly, that move is insane. Yeah, he does have a lot of units here. So I'm gonna be using my Widow Mines. Another 4. Oh my god, these mag field cyclones, guys. Hey, he has a lot of batteries here. I'm gonna kill all the batteries. I'm not gonna commit to killing the Nexus just yet. He's actually not... okay. I was gonna say, he's actually not coming down here. Watch this, watch this. Watch how fast the Nexus dies. That is insane. There's an observer. Oh, there's the observer. Okay. I did miss that by a little bit. Barracks is still alive, but the observer isn't. Oh, it is. Never mind. No, it's not. Well, that mine actually got a fat hit. Oh, this is so good. Ah, you missed the force field. Yeah, cyclones are fast. They are actually hard to force field. And just in one swoop, I basically annihilated everything he had. And it all started from the moment I pounced on his stalkers with the cyclones. If I didn't know that move, I wouldn't have killed so many of his stalkers, and then his army probably overwhelms mine. But now, because of that, I was able to snowball, kill the batteries, kill the Nexus, kill the rest of his army. Now, it is pretty hard to finish a game with Cyclone Mine, because you don't really have an insane amount of punching power, but at this point, I think I should be able to. Unless he has a hidden Nexus and like a million units somewhere. Wait, the move. Okay, I'm actually going psycho right now. Okay, this is actually a little bit psycho, what I just did. But it is gonna work, no way. That was actually sick. Oh, the force fields are actually pretty nice here, but there's just not enough zealots. Wow, alright. Let's leave that other Nexus, it's so much fun. GG Terran race. GG, buddy. Alright, GG back. When you write GG back, you're kind of like pretending that that I thought he just said GG instead of complaining, you know? The most unbalanced shit he has ever seen. Well, that is probably not true. I have to admit, it did look pretty strong this game, but that's probably not true. He has probably played against Zerg before. Anyway. Oh my god, look at the unit loss, guys. Not even 2k against 9k. I feel like last episode or in the first one, I said we were probably not going to get insane trades, but these trades were absolutely mental. And the reason why you can't get trades that are insane is because Widow Mines, they blow up and then they always die. So you don't usually save your units. But the Cyclones got so much value here. This game was actually incredible. Maybe this was my favorite game so far because I really was able to show the power of Cyclone Mine. Now, let's move on to game number 3. Oh, we got a Zerg player. Our first Master Zerg. Alright. I mean, this guy's actually like my MMR. Which means that he's probably about to get demoted. Or we are about to get promoted. Both of these are very nice. Now, Zerg, I've mentioned it a few times, probably going to be one of the harder matchups for the Cyclone Mine Challenge. How would I like to open here? I'm trying to think. I didn't really like the CC first that much. I also don't think getting a Cyclone super fast is very useful. I wonder if there's some kind of crazy all-in you can do against Zerg with just like, you know, exploding onto the field with a mass amount of Cyclones and Widow Mines very early. I wonder if something like that would work out. I guess we'll see. We'll respond to what he does. I do think one thing the Cyclone challenge could be very good against is Ravager all-ins. Like, I actually think that could be freaking awesome. Because a Ravager, obviously a pretty juicy target for a Cyclone lock-on. What was his name? K Wind on Fire. Alright. Never heard of that person before. I do think it's sick how many people are actually still here playing StarCraft after all these years, because every time I do a challenge, I still run into completely different people. I feel like I've had a few repeats, but besides that, it's actually pretty sick how many different people there are to play against. And of course, how many different people there are to mine salt from. It is really noticeable, by the way, that at the start of the series, I always tend to get a lot of salt, like in that last game. But towards the end of a series, when I'm playing like in GM, if I reach it, there is usually very little salt. At least if you don't count non-GGs, right? Because I think non-GGing is, you know, it's kind of salty, but personally I don't think it's that bad. I know a lot of you guys in the comments hate it, but personally I don't think it's that bad at all. It's just like a little bit of frustration, you know, everyone gets frustrated. But the salt is very noticeable in, you know, Diamond and Masters in particular. But in the GM games, I haven't really been mining that much salt at all. So I even forgot that salt was really like a thing, you know, until I started this new challenge and met that guy just now. Oh, that is not a very fast hatchery at all. Okay. Let's see how much gas he has mined. This is... Ooh, he has a lot of gas. This is going to be a pretty fat all-in here that we're playing against. And can we defend that with Cyclones? I am not so sure about that. I would guess that it's probably a Baning all-in. So there's a few options I have here. I could actually try to wall off my base. Oh, let's see. Put that down there. You can be there. But then again, if I wall it off and it's not a Baning all-in, it would actually be a little bit problematic, you know? I wonder if this actually hits. Wait, I don't actually need a full wall off, thinking about it. Let's see, what if I think all I need is this eBay, most likely. But I'm not convinced yet that is a Baning all-in. It should be an all-in, but for some reason I'm not 100% convinced. Let's see, I'm gonna make an eBay right here. And then hope I can actually... Actually, that doesn't really seem like it blocks, does it? This would be a little bit suspicious then if he actually... Or not suspicious, but scary, I wanted to say, if he actually comes in with a Baning attack. Now, one thing you can do with these eBay's walls is just not finish them. Okay, well, that looks pretty obvious to me. Actually gonna go for the kill on the tech lab, which is kind of funny. Is that all he's gonna do? I mean, I've been waiting for the Banelings to walk in, to be fair. But I guess nothing like that is happening. I mean, the reason why he's all-inning is because he mined like over 200 gas, which is obviously very excessive. Now, I guess we can go in now with these. I like how my Cyclone is trapped here, by the way. You can see how I'm not actually finishing these buildings. Now, this overload is very obviously a bait. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little Zergless behind it. This is a very obvious bait. I'm gonna cancel these buildings. So it is a Ravager, okay. Then it's totally fine that I cancel that wall just now. And now he's coming in, but his units are actually a little bit far behind. And that means I'm gonna do fantastic here. Oh. Okay, we hold position the SCVs, as you can see. Oh, we got every single Ravager there. That is crazy. I didn't realize we locked onto all of them. Okay, I'm gonna lose one Cyclone. 2 Cyclones. Not the greatest thing ever, but at the same time, we survived, and that is probably more than enough. It's really nice to use the CC as scouting, by the way. As you can see here, my CC is just hard chilling, basically scouting all the attacks that are coming. And now he has a choice between making drones, because he does have a natural, right? Ah, he's making more units, okay. Then I feel pretty comfortable. If he droned up, it could have been more scary. But if he's really just going to keep going, I feel like at some point we should just have enough. I am surprised that he didn't go for the Baling bust, by the way, I have to say. It would have been a better choice for sure, I think. Now, see, if I didn't have this CC, at some point you might be tempted to go onto the low ground, right? And be like, well, I've held the attack. It is time to expand now, else I'm going to be too far behind. But because of this CC, I can see exactly how many units he's making, and I just know that it's the right decision. Oh my god, he's going to lose 2 Overlords. I just know it's the right decision to stay up here. A drone? 2 drones? Wait, what's going on here? He's bringing the whole circus down here. A 3rd overlord. Oh no, this guy's in so much trouble. This guy's going to be supplyable for the next 5 years, I think. At least. Watch this. Oh, the bait, the bait. Oh, yes. That's freaking good. I can't believe that worked, actually. I thought that was going to be so obvious, but I think he was probably just macroing at home. Wait, there's even more overlord. I want to kill all of those. Like, realistically, he hasn't been able to make units for a while, so I can probably just go and kill what he has here. But it is always going to be risky, of course. Here we go. And now I can land my CC as well. The mine's going to pop off. There we go. I'm going to supply block him even more. I think he must actually be supply blocked for a very long time. Well, at this point, he might have remade a bunch of overlords. That's it. There's actually no units. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just supply blocked. Alright, I'm going to go across here. Make an armory as well. Land my 3rd base. And I think that was a very successful hold. At some point, it looked a little bit scary. Actually, I wonder if you guys are surprised at how calm I can be in situations like that where I get all in. Because it might not be that simple for everyone to see that I'm fine, you know? Because it looks like there's a million zerglings in my base, which is scary. And I guess that is... watch this. I'm gonna kill this one too. Look how fast it's gonna die. It is so good. This is gonna be the best thing about the challenge. Sniping bases left and freaking right. Let's actually unburrow these. I want to kill the next one too. Do you think I can get the lair? That would be insane. Okay, I'm being a little bit insane here. I'm gonna... No! My mines blocked my cyclones. Guys? I'm actually gonna get it, I think, with this one. Come on! Come on! Yes! Let's go! Please! No! 5 HP! Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? How did that survive with 5 HP? This guy's plot armor right now, guys. That is crazy. Normally, I'm the one with the YouTube buff. Okay, guys. Wouldn't you wish that a mine did like 5 friendly fire and a lair right now on buildings? That would be fantastic, no? Oh my goodness. You know, he does have a lot of units. Does he have another base somewhere? Or maybe it's just because he was supply blocked all this time. That he wasn't able... Oh, it's gonna pop off. It's gonna pop. Yep. 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 I could have predicted that. Alright, that is beautiful, guys. Alright, this game was actually super fun. Now, I just want to check quickly if he was actually, like, super supply blocked or not. Because he had... Okay, he was 30 out of 52. So at some point, I'm gonna kill the overlords on top. I'm actually just gonna scroll forward past the point where I kill them. Okay, so here he was already supply blocked. Here I killed 3. You see he's making 2 more overlords. Well, then I'm actually gonna go down. He gets supply blocked again. And I'm gonna go up here. And he gets supply blocked even further. Okay, yeah, this was... Okay, this was pretty rough. 36 out of 34. I killed 5 or 6 overlords here. I think it was 6, actually. Alright, fantastic game. As always, the games are relatively short. Let's move on to the final game 4. Alright, a Zerg player on Cosmic Sapphire. Now, this is actually a massive map. So maybe this is a good idea to go for a macro game with mass cyclones and just sniping bases into infinity, basically. That might be the play here. Now, the Zergs here... I don't think it's me that's thinking that, but the Zergs have all been hella cheesy, you know? I feel like I've been cheesed at least 3 times already by these Zergs. I've probably played against 4 Zergs, and 3 of them had cheesed me. That's what it feels like, so... I guess Zergs at this MMR might just be super cheesy. I guess we'll see if that trend continues. Excuse me. I think if I would get cheesed on this map, I would be a little bit surprised by it, though, because it's, you know, very big. If you would cheat, like, Protoss cheeses, for example, you can do them on pretty much every map because of warpins. Like, it doesn't really matter for the most part how big the map is, but with Zerg, especially, I mean, if you do Zerglings, it's fine, like a Bailing All-In maybe. But if you go for Ravagers and you have to walk them all the way across the map, like, it just takes an eternity, you know. So that's why it's probably not a great idea. And I think I'm just gonna... Actually, the build last game, it was... You know, if he actually did do a straight-up Bailing All-In, I'm not sure if I would have been able to hold it with just 1 Cyclone. Because Cyclone is great against Banes, but it doesn't kill them that fast. And at the same time, it dies to Zerglings very fast. So, a really strong Bailing All-In from like a Masters level Zerg player, I'm not sure if he would defend it, honestly. Like, it would be very, very difficult. Now I'm just gonna SCV scout again. Have we actually played against the hatch first? Actually, yeah, we played against one Zerg that was, you know, a decent macro player, I think, in the last episode. Or maybe it also started with a cheese, I'm not sure. Now I'm doing my build slightly different this game. I'm doing the greedy version because it's a bigger map. Means that I actually made my command center before my factory. Normally you get the factory first, of course. There we go. Overlord scouting for a proxy racks. That is usually a good sign. But like cheesers wouldn't scout for a proxy racks, right? Yeah, there we go. A hatch first by Nunez. Alright. I mean, there's actually not really anything to scout here. He's gonna go for a third base as well. Yeah, he doesn't want me to block him, you see? He's waiting for me to make a decision on which base to block. He's like, okay, screw this, I'm out. Oh no, he's in his big brothers. Crap. Alright, well, I do trust him. It did look like he was gonna take a third base. He's running back because he doesn't know there's no Reaper, right? Good timing by him, actually. So he's running back, and I think I'm just gonna go for a fast 3cc. I do believe that he's gonna take that third. There we go, third is down. Now, there's one more thing I could scout for. Normally you have a Reaper, and with the Reaper you scout the gas timings later on, so you know if roaches are coming. Yeah, that's basically it. Like, there's not people don't typically baning all in that much, so you can scout if a roach all in is coming after 3 bases. And yeah, in case you guys are wondering, you can still all in with 3 bases. In fact, all-ins without 3 hatches don't really exist on the pro level because you need to fake your opponent a little bit, else it's just easy to defend, typically. So that's what you have the Reaper for. Right now, I don't have the Reaper, so I'm gonna try to sneak in my SCV at the perfect timing here. Which could be very challenging because there's Zerglings out, there is Queens standing on the creep probably. So most likely I won't get in, but maybe I will still be able to gather some intel, which would be fantastic. Now, actually I should probably... Ooh, he did make a link speed pretty fast. Alright. Maybe he's not paying attention because he sent that Ling across. Let's see. No. Oh, the Queen was putting on the creep tumor. Still didn't get in. I saw a few links. Everything I saw there looks like a completely normal game to me because he was spreading creep from 2 tumors. Means he either isn't injecting or he made extra queens, so he's probably not all-inning, right? And he had a few links in a defensive position against Hellions, so everything seems to be perfectly standard from his side. Those are all very small details, but after playing like a, 10,000 TVZs like I have, you kind of tend to pick up on those things. Now, people do tend to be a little bit crazy down here, this ELO, like I said, so it is very possible he still hits me with an all-in. Ooh, okay, it's a Link Flood. That is not a bad idea for him, actually. But I can use my hold position, and I should be totally fine here. Repair the Cyclones. Might actually be able to save this one, too. Yeah, perfect. Alright, saved all of them. Actually, accidentally pulled the mules. That's a little bit... Oh, no, those were from my natural, actually, so that's fine. Let's see. Spread them properly. I do like my perfect worker distribution. If you guys don't know how to distribute workers properly, I'm just going to give a little small tips, because why not? I think there's a lot of people that... Like I said before, I noticed that a lot of my viewers are in the diamond range, for which I think small tips would help. It actually makes a really big difference if you always use the guidelines of the economy. So you see, I'll always have 16 out of 16, 3 on each gas. And then I will switch to mining from my natural. And then hopefully by that time the natural is saturated, I have my third landed. And then I can start saturating that one. I'm not quite sure when I should attack. I think against Zerg, I have to wait for a few Widow Mines at least. Because else I will just die to a few Zerglings. Now, it is clearly less likely that he has a bunch of Zerglings after losing those. But I think 4 Widow Mines is a pretty decent ratio to wait for. See, there's an Overlord here. He doesn't know I'm making Widow Mines yet, I believe. Kill the Overlord here. Yeah, it could be a bit annoying if he decides to go for counterattacks. Here we go. This is what I have the Widow Mines for. He actually doesn't have enough links to do this, really. Yeah. Oh, there's roaches. Wait, what happened? Oh, I move commanded on accident, I suppose. That's a little bit rough there. But I'm gonna catch quite a few of these roaches. Macfield, so good against roaches, guys. It's actually insane. You guys can see these roaches melt like it's nothing. Macfield does, I believe, 40 damage per hit against roaches. So you can imagine... Yeah, it dies fast. There you go. It looked like it died even slower there because he had a transfuse on it. So they actually, a lot of you guys might actually not know this if you haven't played recently, but they actually changed how transfuse works. So the way it worked first is just you would just flat out heal 75 health, but now it heals, I believe, 50, and then it heals the rest over time. So if there's a transfuse like there, the roach actually heals a little bit over time instead of all at once, and that's why units can appear to actually die slower. Now, this looks like my dream scenario. There's a lot of roaches that I can just kite over and over with my Cyclones. I mean, he's not making the wrong composition. Oh, the Widow Mines. Yes, it's beautiful. Oh, he just gives up. All right. He still had 100 supply. I would not have... There's 4 Cyclones here. It's really not that terrifying. But at the same time, I do imagine it's very frustrating to just have your units die all the time to mass Cyclones. And this game made it feel promising. If he didn't like lose all of his units here and kept macroing, this game I think would have been very cool. I was about to get mass setups with my Cyclone mine, probably make like 6 command centers, take this one and this one and this one, and I think it would have been an epic game. Sadly, it concluded a bit early. Units lost looking incredible. I might have underestimated how good we're gonna trade in that series, because 800 against 2500 is pretty sick. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. We might have just got a Masters, by the way, I'm not quite sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like the video if you did, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next episode. Adios. And we did actually get Master League. Let's go. A little bit of a bonus clip for the homies that watched to the end. Alright guys, now actually, adios.